up, y'all? It's your boy Eugene Smilez, and I'm doing something a little different. We're gonna try this recording for YouTube and recording my podcast at the same time. So tell me how y'all like this. But before we get started, like, share, subscribe. Y'all can donate to my podcast on Anchor. Y'all can hit my Cash App, all that. You can just show me some love. It's free to retweet, and this is a black business, so help a black business out. So, speaking of black, I know you have heard the saying, don't work with black people. Don't work in black neighborhoods, don't work in black environments, or whatever. I used to always hear that. And I used to hate hearing it. I still hate hearing it. I think it sucks when I'm black and I'm being told that, not to work with black people, whether they're like coworkers or whether they're just environments, right? And I have worked in like predominantly black areas before. I used to work for Sprint, and I used to work like South Atlanta area, and there was a lot of black people there, but I didn't feel like I had a lot of issues there. But I've definitely experienced in the last few weeks on why people say don't work with black people. And I really hate to talk about the stereotype, and I hate to talk about the situation, but it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about from a black person like myself. Talked about from somebody that pretty much experienced this negative stereotype in real time, which again, last couple weeks. And somebody that worked in a totally different environment one week and then got in a black environment and was trying to be stressed out because they were literally trying to stress me out. So, angry and black. We hate to hear angry black women. We hate to hear that people are scared of us. We hate that. Black Lives Matter. We're not all criminals. We're not all angry. We smile. Black men smile was like a hashtag, and we have all these great things going on. But why do black people get such a negative stereotype all the time, right? Are we living that negative stereotype? And again, this is not for everybody. This is not, I'm attacking all black people. Like, bitch, I'm black too. This is not every black person does this. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some people are not even going to listen to what I'm saying, and they're going to immediately start commenting and getting upset. And if you're getting upset, you're probably that black person that I'm talking about. Re-examine yourself. And I actually, I work somewhere, and I'm not gonna tell you where I work at, but I work somewhere, and I was training. I got a whole new position, and where I was gonna be running this facility. The first facility I worked at during my first week of training was a predominantly white, male, gay facility. About a good 98% of the people were either gay white men, or gay men that hang around white gay men, if that makes any sense. I did not have any issues. Keep in mind, I'm a brand new face in this gym, in this position. I had worked out in that gym years ago. I used to go there a lot. I told y'all gym. But I'm a brand new face. Some people have never seen me, or they haven't seen me in this position or whatever. Brand new face. I'm training. I'm greeting everybody. Again, some people don't speak back. Not saying that everybody outside of a black person speaks and so nice and friendly. No. But some of them don't speak back. Okay. But I didn't have anybody be rude to me. I was there for 5 days, 8 hours. Shifts, 5 days. Didn't have any issues at all. None. At all. The second week, I'm going to the facility, the gym that I will be taking over. I already knew that this was an extremely busy gym. Everybody that was working at the gym that I was training at were like, oh, that gym is crazy, this, that, and the third. It's going to be a lot, da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, I'm usually up for the challenge, you know. I don't run away from adversity. I don't run away from like challenging things. Now, there's a difference in challenging and just being thrown to the wolves. I was being thrown to the fucking wolves. The minute I walk up in that bitch, chaos. One, it's extremely busy. It gets over 700 check-ins a day. Two, people literally want to get attitudes. Black people. Why, when we see a new face in a familiar place, do we automatically get attitudes with people? Why do we automatically get attitude? Why do we automatically think that they don't know what they're doing? Why do we automatically want to question everything they're doing? The minute they say something to you, oh, I ain't never seen you before. You must be new. Yeah, I'm new to this location. Like, why do we do that? Even at my previous job, I was working a certain shift, and I worked a different shift. And then this lady came in, black lady with her daughter. Keep this in mind, black lady with her daughter. I'm gonna give you another story with a black lady with her daughter. Messed up her face. As soon as she came in, I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, took her order, whatever, made her stuff. And I said the price. Let's just say it was $9.75. What? Huh? Oh no, that's too much. I ain't never seen you before. I ain't never been that much. And I'm like, I'm stopped, because, you know, knew me, because I have been, you know, transformed. I'm not the same Eugene Smilez I used to be back at Sprint. I was a little ratchet, and I would probably think, I would probably react before I think. So now I'm stopped, and I look at the register, and I'm like, it's $9.75. And I look at her, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, you know, everything is on the screen. And she's like doing this, neck rolling and loud. And her daughter is like, Mom, it says $9.75. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you said something else. I thought you said 19 something. And I was just like, no. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Da, 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 da. Like, and she gave me a little tip and was apologizing. But I was just immediately like thinking, you came in with an attitude. Your whole face changed when you see me, because you didn't see the regular person that you would normally see. You were already on the defensive before I even spoke to you. You know what I'm saying? So you were looking for a reason to argue or to be combative. Why? And it took your child, this girl might have been in middle school, look like, it took your child to be like, Mom, this is the right amount. For you to even stop and think and look and be like, oh shit, I was wrong. Why are we coming in on the defensive? That's not being a strong black woman. You know what I'm saying? Being combative and being on the defensive for no reason is not being a strong black woman. That's not being a strong black person. That's being toxic as fuck. That's just automatically being toxic. And we confuse the two all the time. We think getting an attitude and rolling our neck, that's not cute. Getting into it with somebody over nothing. We're not even evaluating the situation before we're reacting. So I brought up the mother and daughter, because at this gym, the gym that I was working at, lady came in. So in the gym, you check in. The lady did not have her scan tag. She did not want to download the app. I'm like, hey, you can download the app. I don't want to do that. Look it up by my phone number. Keep in mind, looking up people by their phone number takes more time than that person just scanning their name and their face popping up and then me checking their temperature and they're going in. It takes more time. So she's already being difficult. It's 2020. You have your key tag, you have an app you can download, and you can actually check in from your car. You can hit contactless check in from your car when you're in the parking lot. Your face is gonna pop up before you even come in. I see you, check in, check your temperature, and you go in. You can scan on that same app. You can scan the barcode, and then you have the other option just in case something's happening to your phone, whatever. So you want to automatically check your phone number. Okay. I'm like, cool. So, some people have guest privileges, right? They can bring a guest with them. And she like proceeds to walk. I'm like, well, ma'am, is this your guest? She has her daughter with her. Yeah, that's my guest. I'm like, okay, well, we have to do a waiver. So when you're in a facility, like a gym, can be a very dangerous place. It is, because a lot of equipment, heavy equipment, stuff could fall over. You could hurt yourself. You basically have to sign a waiver that says, if I hurt myself, if I die in here or whatever, it ain't LA Fitness' fault. You have to. Because if something happens, the whole gym getting shut down. Now y'all ain't gonna have no gym. So I say, hey, we gotta sign a waiver. We did that already. Okay, well, it's not in here. So we have to do it again. You're new. You must be new. Why, when someone's trying to do their job, do we want to go to, oh, you must be new? I did that already. I can understand the I did it already, because you might have. And from what I found out, this particular waiver, it expires every 30 days. So it is what it is. And, I get it, because whoever was here before did not tell them that. Whoever was here before probably was not doing their job. Whoever was here before is not here now. So let me do my job. Oh, you must be new. You must be new. Da 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 da. So I'm just like, okay, well, we still gotta do the waiver. What's your name? Whose name? My name or hers? Ma'am, I checked you in already. Why would I need your name again? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're automatically just being combative for no reason. Black woman with her daughter. So then the other manager that's training me, she's a white girl. She's just trying to explain. She's like, oh, well, ma'am, I don't need no explanation. So you have a problem with the process. You have a problem with me trying to get a waiver signed for your daughter, for your guest to come in. You're going to talking about how you did it already. I'm telling you it's not in the system. You still have questions about it. Somebody's trying to explain it to you, but now you don't need an explanation. Why are you being so difficult? What sense does that make? And then, oh, he's new and she knew too. The girl training me had been with the company over 2 years. Actually more than that. But in that position over 2 years. I had been with the company for a year. And this isn't my first time doing this. So it's like, why do you want to be so difficult? Keep in mind, had we just, hey, I need to sign a waiver. Oh, okay, great. Get her name, whatever, blah, 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 picture. We could be done. But you want to argue with me and go back and forth and get attitudes with me because I'm following the company's policy. I'm doing my job. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Now, I definitely understand, again, if you're not used to something, but then somebody that you don't see is like, hey, well, we have to do this. I can understand a question, but you also understand most adults, especially adults that go to the gym or do things that have had jobs, know that policies change. Things change. Know that people might not be doing their job. So if I'm telling you that, hey, I need to do this, or we need to do that, I'm doing my job. Why are you upset? Because if I wasn't doing my job, depending on a certain thing, if the machines weren't clean, if I wasn't making sure the staff was cleaning the machines, if there were not paper towels available, if there were not sanitation bottles available, you would have a problem with that. So now I'm not doing my job, you have a problem. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And you know what? That person that was here before, guess what? They're not here now, so I am the new person. They're not working this job anymore for a reason, whether they quit or whether they got fired because maybe they were not doing their job. Black people. Do Black Lives Matter? Do Black Lives Matter? Should we support black businesses? So you do understand that Black Lives Matter means black feelings matter, right? Support black business is not just support. LA Fitness is not a black business, not by far, but you don't know what these people that work at LA Fitness are doing. I don't just work at LA Fitness, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't mean to mention, I don't just work at the gym. I have a podcast. I have a YouTube. I have other things I'm doing. So me working here is supporting my businesses, my black businesses, right? So you not being difficult is supporting my black businesses. Mental health matters. Black mental health matters, right? Because if my mental health is in danger, that can endanger my life. That can endanger my life and make me make choices that, you know, might put my life in danger and might end my life. Do Black Lives Matter? Do we support black businesses? What is it, black people? And I have the same thing even with, like, luckily I don't have any friends that are like rude, because I've been in situations where I've seen people be rude to bartenders, rude to waiters, and keep in mind these workers are not being rude to them. But people think it's cute to be rude. I've seen something on Twitter that was like, grown people acting like Bad Girls Club is not cute. That's not cute. Being rude is not cute. And I just find it so strange that people think it's cute. And I think that's what they need to do. Just because you have a certain job, just because you wear certain types of clothing or labels, just because you drive a certain type of car, you graduated from a certain school, does not give you the pass to just be rude to people. It does not. And again, I don't want to hear people saying, oh, white people are rude, blah, blah, blah. We're not talking about white people right now. I'm talking to my people, my black people. Where y'all at? I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to us. Just how we have these videos talking about Karens, let me speak to your manager, and yelling and screaming. Black people acting the same way. Black Karens, y'all know them. You know why? They might not be saying, let me speak to the manager. I'm going to call corporate. What? Call them. Please, call them. Call them. Why do we do that? A lot of times we don't get our way. And a lot of times we don't get our way because of policies that were put in place by the company, by the business. We don't get our way, and we now want to call corporate. Call them. Please, call them. Because if you do have a valid reason to call them, that will enact change. If it's not a valid reason, you're going to be wasting your time and looking real dumb. Call them. These black Karens, they do exist, and we've seen them. We've definitely seen them. When that child is being bad at school and the parent comes up there and yells and argues with the teacher, that's a black Karen. When your child gets kicked out of something for misbehaving, but you're yelling at who's ever over that organization, that's a black Karen. Cut it out. Y'all know that your friends or your family members, you know that your children are not angels. And these things are happening to them for a reason. And of course, every now and then, whatever certain situations, things happen, people are being mistreated. And then a lot of times people are being mistreated because they've been mistreating people for so long, and that person or that organization is tired of dealing with it. We need to stop and evaluate the situation before we react. Because we react more than we evaluate the situation. And it's crazy. Why, when people greet us, we don't greet them back? What's the point of that? I speak to everybody that comes into that facility. Everybody. Hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And it's so funny because not only are the members giving me their cold shoulder or not speaking. Now, some people do have on headphones. Some people are in their phones. I get it. Some people hear me and don't say nothing at all. Let me tell you what I do. I say hello or whatever. They don't say nothing. I look around. Hey, how you doing today? I'm gonna try this again. Because they know they being rude. Speak. It takes nothing to speak to somebody. And the thing is, when you're being rude to somebody, you don't know what kind of day they're having. Whether you're on the service side of it or the customer side, you don't know what kind of day they're having. You don't know what's going on in their life. We just found out Wendy Williams' mother died some weeks ago. She didn't even talk about it. No idea, right? People are losing family members, especially during like this whole pandemic that's going on. People are losing jobs. People are depressed. They've gained weight. They're not happy with themselves. And y'all want to be rude for what? For what? Even when somebody's being rude to you, you don't have to return that. I've had people be rude to me so many times. I worked in so many different kinds of industries. I've had people yelling in my face. Now, this is the new me. Old me used to yell back. But new me, I had people yell in my face, call me all kind of motherfuckers, and this, that, and the third. I just let them talk. Because you're going to look stupid. I'm not going to look stupid. I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not going to give you that energy. Why even match that energy? Why? Because a lot of people, they want, especially when you're on the service side, when you're the one that's working, they want to do something to you. They want you to do something to them. They want you to say something to them. So they're going to talk to you crazy. They're going to do whatever they can to rile you up. Why give them that? Why? I can't even, to be honest, I'm trying to think of a time where a non-black person has yelled at me, cursed me out, threatened me, anything. Cannot think of it. I've worked in cell phone stores. I've worked in event planning and executions. Not like planning and executing an event. Sorry. I've worked, in a gym. I've worked so many different jobs in like customer service. And again, I might have got cussed out when I worked in a call center. I mean, everybody cussed out. But I can't even think of a non-black person cursing me out, threatening me, being super, super difficult, any of that. None of it. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it has not happened to me. And I have been working since I was 15. And if it did happen to me, it didn't happen to me that often where I can remember it. So I'm trying to understand, black people, why are we being so difficult? And why are we being so difficult to each other? Because there's no reason. When somebody speaks to you, speak back. It takes nothing to speak back. It takes nothing. If you go into a store and they don't speak to you, speak to them. Hey, how y'all doing? You ain't got to be rude, just speak to them. And if you don't want to speak or you feel offended, leave. Why go through all the semantics? Like, just leave. Why do we gotta, oh, you must be new. Oh, I used to do your job. So what? You're not doing it now. Yeah, I'm new because the person here was not doing their job. Why are we doing that? Why does it matter? Why do you want to be difficult? Let people do their jobs. Because if I was not doing my job, you would have an issue with it. What sense does that make? Black people, we got to do better. We got to be examples. There's already so much trauma passed through our bloodline from the whole slavery thing we've been dealing with. And that was in civil rights, which was not that long ago. Those pictures are black and white because they want us to think that is that long ago. It was not that long ago. There's already so much in our trauma just in our bloodline, period. Why are we continuing that? I watched 3 episodes of Iyanla Fix My Life today before I did this video. And I love that show because she really puts a mirror up to them. One of them was Lisa Ray's, Diamond for Players Club. Lisa Ray's mother and daughter. All 3 of them were doing the same thing. Every time Lisa Ray said something, or every time Iyanla said something to one of them, No, 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 that's not me. Oh, no, 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 that's not, no, no, no. It's just like they were all doing the same thing. And they were all separate. They all had one-on-ones with Iyanla. All doing the same thing. Passing that down. Passing it down. Refusing to acknowledge it. Take accountability. You see your friends being rude to people, check them on that. Be a good friend, because a good friend would check their friend. If your friend has a problem with you checking them, you don't need to be their friend. They don't want to talk to you no more because you told them, hey, why are you being rude to this person? They're working. Let them leave. Bye. Because you don't need the type of people around you anyway. You don't need it. And to be a good friend, which I have a podcast about that, you need to be able to talk to your friends and hold them accountable for their actions. All the time. All the time. If you're dealing with somebody that is, you go into a store, this person is disrespectful, they're being mean, they're being, they're not having great customer service, whatever. Go through the proper channels to really make a change. Don't engage them. Because again, you don't know what that person is going through in their life. Anytime somebody's being rude to you, you don't know what they're going through in their life. And and the thing is, why even engage them? Some people don't know how to handle certain things. So when they're going through personal drama, or they're going through trauma, they're going through whatever, and sometimes people can't afford to not work, so they have to go to work and deal with that. Don't engage them. Speak to the manager if it's valid. Write an email if it's valid. Don't speak to a manager because you don't like the policy or this person is doing their job. If it's a valid reason, definitely, but go through the proper channels. Send an email. Sometimes it might not be the right time and place to do it when you're there. Send an email. People do it all the time. People do it on social media. Hey, hit their social media accounts up and say, hey, this happened at your location with this person, blah, blah, blah. Go through the proper channels. Don't make a scene. We perpetuate so many different stereotypes without even knowing it. Sometimes do knowing it. And we try to hide that with being, oh, I ain't gonna be disrespected. I'm a strong black woman, or I'm a man. You ain't gonna disrespect me. I'm a black man. That's just foolish. Let's not think that being disrespectful or yelling or causing a scene is displaying that you're a strong black person. Whether it's a strong black woman or a strong black man, that's not what that means. That's not what that means. Because when you create a scene and you're causing all this drama, you look kind of weak because you're unable to show self-control. You're unable to use your words. You're unable to control your attitude and your emotions. That's weak. When you're able to sit down and have a conversation and handle things in a calm manner, that shows strength. Black people, we gotta do better. We definitely gotta do better. I'm gonna give you one more example. So again, I work in this gym. This person came in. I completely forgot that I talked to this person the day before. He came in, he's like, hey, you don't remember me? And I'm like, no. We had a whole conversation yesterday. I said, sir, I see like 500 people a day. I don't remember. It was checking in with my phone number. I was like, oh. I said, you're the guy that does not remember the phone number on his account, does not want to update the phone number on his account. We had to use your email. Yeah. Okay, well, can you come over here so I can put your email in again? I'm like, you don't even remember the old phone number? That was 20 years ago. Why can't you just look at me, recognize me, and let me in? Just imagine, right? You're paying for a gym membership. I didn't say it's to him, I'm talking to y'all. Just imagine you're paying for a gym membership and you find out that the person at the front desk is not checking ID, not checking anybody in. He's just looking at people and letting them in. And some of these people might not even have a valid membership, and he's just letting them in. How upset would you be? that you're paying for a membership and people getting in for free are not being validated to enter the establishment. Right? I said, sir, that's not how it works. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I said, give me your email. I'm going to write down the phone number that you have on here and give it to you. I used to do your job. I said, okay, used to. I'm trying to make it easier for you. We were going back and forth. I said, sir, you would rather, and keep my word in front of the gym. I said, you would rather argue with me back and forth than remember the phone number or update the phone number so I get you checked in. I said, don't you want to come in, check in easily, check your temperature, and go work out? Why do you want to go back and forth with me? Why? Why do you feel like, what sense does that make? I'm trying to do something easy for you to check in, but yet you want to argue with me. What sense does that make? You're making it difficult for no reason. He was so mad. I didn't care. But he was so mad. He ended up working out for maybe like 10 minutes and left. He was so upset. So let's stop being difficult. Let's stop questioning people on their job. If somebody's doing something that, you know, the person that was there before was not doing, let's just assume that person may not was doing their job. That's probably why they're not there, or policies might have changed. Because the thing is, I'm the type of person, I don't want to have a conversation with you. Like, I don't want to keep talking to you. If you're coming to work out, let me get you checked in and go work out. I don't want to sit and go back and forth with you. Like, I don't want to argue. I'm a new person. I don't have time to be arguing with people. And I don't see why people want to argue. Like, why are you so miserable that you want to argue with people? Don't you want to come to the gym to work out? And keep in mind, these people don't have on masks either. So that might also tell you something. Black people, wear a mask. Wear a mask, especially because a lot of us have pre-existing conditions. A lot of us have conditions that are not pre-existing that can be very harmful to our body if we catch anything else. Wear a mask. Like, black people, let's just do better. Do you have any experiences that you want to talk about? Hit me up. eugenesmilez, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I got a little TikTok, but I ain't really got nothing going on there. Man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Black people, let's just do better. Let's set better examples for our children, for our nieces and nephews, for our parents. Set better examples, because this just don't make no sense. We should be further along in this. Hey, thanks for checking out my video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and click a link for some more content.